Hey everyone, it's been a while, but I've just come back from Brick World Chicago 2024 with an award for Best Train Layout. So I'm going to do a full tour again. This is unlike my other ones where it's usually just music or I focus on a simple build. This is everything, so I'm just going to start talking. So this Magic Kingdom has every single attraction that the real Magic Kingdom does. It's updated to this month. As you can see, here's Tiana's Bayou Adventure. In the background, there's a castle I built for school, but that's not what we're talking about today. I'm going to begin where all the guests begin, right here. This is the ticket entry right here, so you scan your... Oh, my hand is so big. Okay, magic band right there, and then right there, that's where you scan your fingerprint. And at Brick World, nobody noticed that, probably because they're more than 2 feet tall, so this thing is blocked unless they're crouching down. And then, going forwards just a little bit, we can see these minifigures. These minifigures have these custom modeled by me, 3D printed Mickey ears. And they're printed in 3 colors, and I give them out. So if you saw me at Brick World, and I gave you one of these, why not drop a comment? Maybe I remember you. Probably not. I saw like 1,000 people. It was crazy. Then moving towards the middle right here, we got Mickey and Minnie standing in front of the Mickey Floral. So that's a great spot for pictures before you enter the Magic Kingdom. This is the first big mock. This is the train station. This is one of the more recent builds in the Magic Kingdom. Just built that, I think, about 8 months ago. So instead of having the Disney set, I switch it up, and this is all custom. As you can see, there's lights in there. I'll turn them on later. There's the glass awnings. And also, I know I mentioned this already, but I won Best Train Display, which is interesting, because the Magic Kingdom isn't really a train display. It has a train, but it didn't work at the show, and it's because the batteries died halfway through, and I didn't know what the problem was. Then moving to the back of the train station, I just got a whole bunch of minifigures here. This awning right here is my favorite spot in the entire world. In 2022, I watched the fireworks, right there, actually, and it was great. I just kind of chilled and people watched for the half hour before fireworks and watched the fireworks, and it was one of the best memories of my life. So this land contains 8 modular scale buildings, just like what you would see in a bunch of Lego cities on like Instagram. You've seen them in stores. They're everywhere. But you won't see these in stores. You'll see them in one store, my Rebrickable, and also my Etsy, which I sell instructions for all these. So this is the City Hall. Disneyland fans might be like, whoa, Andrew, the fire station is supposed to be there. I'm like, no, this is the Magic Kingdom. This is the one in Florida. So this is the City Hall. This is where you can get your like first time pins. This is the first building I have ever done in Bricklink Studio, which is the Lego CAD thing that I use for most of my builds now. And then I also have these custom printed American flags on all the main streets. The second building is the Emporium. And at the time that I designed this, I wasn't super good at finding reference photos, so I found this building online, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's pretty much the one from the Magic Kingdom, and so I built it. And then once I ordered the parts and then went to the Magic Kingdom later, it's like, oh, this should actually be dark red. This is the Disneyland Paris version of this building, which is the exact same, except, you know, Paris one has a gray roof, Magic Kingdom has a dark red roof. So that's just a cool detail that, you know, only the most die-hard Disney fans will see. Then popping over, this is the confectionery. This is one of my favorites. Is also a fan favorite at Brick World, especially because of this thing right here. At one point, it was stuck in, like locked into place with like, I think a clip, but it came undone in the move, and the wires from the lights right here, those hold in place just fine. So moving on, this is the Main Street Bakery. So I'm pretty sure this is just a Starbucks. On the exterior, it looks like a nice turn-of-the-century town where you go and it's modern Starbucks. You get your coffee. Although I think people prefer Joffrey's when they're at the Disney World, so I don't know. You can do what you want. Last building on this side is the ice cream shop. This is also the same as Disneyland Paris, which made it easy. or I guess I could check my work because I was just there. I did a good job. It's very accurate. I got Minnie and Daisy with ice cream up top. And then finishing off this side, we have the Main Street Cinema, and I'm fairly certain that this is the one from Disneyland. When I designed this, I was still kind of like stuck up about like, oh, I'm gonna make this my own thing. It's gonna be the best Disney park, not just the Magic Kingdom. And so I'm like, oh, I like this building better. So I designed it. But I don't know, it might be too late. I might add it. I like this building a lot. It might just stay the way it is. But I got Oswald, and then Steamboat Willie, and then the black and white Minnie. And then also this tiny building. I'm pretty sure you got ice cream there too. And this one is Casey's Corner. This one's a ton of fun to build. We got Goofy up here with hot dogs, because that's what you'll be eating here. We got a guest with ice cream. Probably he came from the ice cream shop right here. But it looks like a lot of guests are watching the parade. So this is the most set-heavy part of the entire MOC. This is a set. That's a set. That's a set. That is something else. And then here is the hub. So because of space constraints and because I wanted the castle to be in slightly larger scale than all the other buildings, I shrunk the hub so the castle is floor level instead of having a big grand like staircase. I'll throw up like a picture or something. But that means the hub is just slightly smaller. I have the partner statue, and there's the Sensational Six, and then Walt and I standing next to each other. I think hubris is the right term for this, but I want to be next to the guy who started it all, Mickey Mouse. As you can see right here, that's the Sunshine Tree Terrace with Orange Bird. Someone at Brickworld gave me that orange bird. It was awesome. He was walking around and it's like, oh yeah, I've been looking for a build with Disney in it that I liked, and I was gonna give him this, and so he gave me the orange bird. That was cool. And then right next to that, that's the Skipper Canteen. That is the Jungle Cruise themed restaurant, kind of the Magic Kingdom's Blue Bayou, like the Pirates of the Caribbean themed restaurant in Disneyland. And then that's also what this red building is too, it's just connected. And then right here is the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. Now this is probably the next build to get scrapped and then rebuilt in CAD. This is basically the treehouse set that came out many years ago at this point. And all I did was I changed the roofs to tan instead of the dark blue that it was. And then, as you can see, after many, many moves, it's just broken. Things are falling off, things don't work. So I need to make a shorter, probably as tall as the Main Street buildings, more lush, more accurate Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. And this is the Magic Carpets of Aladdin. And if this is cooperating, it should rotate. It rotates a little bit. And trust me, it does when I'm not recording. So this is also where you get your Dole Whip. This is the Aloha Isle Resorts, or Refreshments, I believe. I should know, I built it. This is where you get your Dole Whip. And then after you get your Dole Whip, you can enjoy it in the Enchanted Tiki Room. This was a ton of fun to build. As you can see, I basically used like three types of parts to build it. And then I just put all the birds I had in my collection just up here. Then moving forwards, this is the first like major attraction. This Magic Carpets and Treehouse are like kind of cool, but this is the world famous Jungle Cruise. So I have the ride building. That is made from the shell of the old fishing dock ideas set. As you can see, like a lot of these printed tiles are exclusive to that set. So I ripped that apart and built this. It's a lot smaller, but it's a lot more accurate and in better scale. We got Mickey and Minnie just chilling. We have two Jungle Cruise boats in Disneyland. They are red and white, but in the Magic Kingdom, it's tan. I made sure to do the tan one. I got some rebels up here. They're rebelling or something. Important show scenes. I have the upside down truck, elephant bathing pool, and oh, we have Gator Loki from the show Loki. No one noticed that one. That was another detail that no one noticed at Brickworld. But this is the temple scene. This is exclusive to the Magic Kingdom's version. is where you go through and it's quiet and creepy and stuff. I also got Robin Hood up here, mostly because I lost that piece, that dome piece, and I don't know where it is, so I just put a minifigure up there. And also, this is the most important part of the entire model. All 100 square feet. This is the backside of water. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Disney World. You'll know what I mean. We got another elephant up here, and we got Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They're all just exploring. I don't know. Next up, we go right into one of my favorite attractions. This is Pirates of the Caribbean. As you can see, this is a very cramped space of the park. I'll just do a nice aerial view. This floor plan is very cramped because there's a lot to fit in. So there's not a lot of walkway. You'll notice that it's like pretty open in the Magic Kingdom, but in mine, it's not as much. I still have the clock tower. Got a little bird up top that escaped from the tiki room. I have this tiny build with a skull up top. I will try to find a picture. I think this build is 4 years old. It's one of the longest surviving like mini builds. And then also have the sign right here. People are walking in. We hop right into it. We hop right into the skeleton scene. We have the skeleton steering the ship forever. And then after you go down the drop, usually you wouldn't see the Black Pearl, but that's the set I had. So that's the one you're seeing right now. Then you go into the town scene. We have cool things like Jack Sparrow hiding in a barrel. We have the mayor being interrogated in the well. We have this boat. I think got lost in the move right there. The front bit, but we got 4 guests walking around. We got another Jack Sparrow. We got Davy Jones. He's just there. I put all the pirate adjacent figures in here, even if they don't belong in the ride. I have this cool scene with like the pirates chasing the women and the women chasing the pirates and all that. We can move over here. This is the auction scene with the red-headed pirate selling the chickens. We got this shark guy from Pirates of the Caribbean movie. You have the first bridge, and then you get into the more burning town scene, except there's no fire. We got pirates right here. We have the singing donkey as well. He's next to the trio of singing pirates. Maybe I'll throw up a picture if I remember. Editing this video is going to be a lot of work, so if you don't see it, look it up. We have this scene right here. This guy's passed out in the pigsty. And we have this guy with his dirty feet peeking over. And then, final thing. No, the dog is gone, but there's a key. There's no need to worry. I found the dog, and he's guarding the key as he should. That's it for Adventureland, so we're moving off to Frontierland. This is where they used to sell McDonald's french fries. It's been closed for years. I think I was never alive to see it open, but it's still there. It's closed, but I built it. You know, it's not closed. This is Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Magic Kingdom's newest attraction. So this replaced Splash Mountain, and I'm excited to ride it, but I could only see the exterior currently. That's what I did. I have the water tower with the tiara on top. I have people going down the 50-foot drop right now already. There's people right there. Removed the brambles. It's just water now. I also added this bridge. So there's the wooden bridge, and then the stone bridge, which are the 2 ways to get over to Thunder Mountain. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We got Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen right here. We got Dr. Facilier. He's not in the ride, because the ride takes place after the movie. But he can still be in there. And then, also, someone noticed the vultures from Splash Mountain peeking in the back. And that was awesome. So if you're that person, comment. I want to know. So this is the Country Bear Jamboree, this building right here. It has no sign because they're getting a new one. Right now when I'm filming this, the Country Bear Musical Jamboree hasn't opened yet. So we're going to see what that sign looks like. And then also right here, this is Pecos Bills. Honestly, I'm hoping that this gets turned into Tiana's Palace because I need a place to like get beignets in the Magic Kingdom. And I don't think that we can yet, and that's insane because we have... I got so mad the video cut out. We have a New Orleans themed ride, the character who is known for making beignets, and I don't think I can get any, so they should fix that. Then right here, we have Tom Sawyer Island. Now this is the most size distorted build in the entire model. That is because there's no space to put anything else, and I barely had enough space to put this at all. This is, yeah, I've never actually been. I never took the Mark Twain over. In this instance, the Mark Twain is Steamboat Willie, because that fit more the scale. But I've never visited, so I had to do Google Earth stuff to figure that out. It looks okay. I had a bunch of trees. I have the water wheel and stuff in the dock. This is Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. So this has a working lift hill, in which I shall demonstrate to you right now if I can get the camera looking good. Yeah, so I'm just gonna spin it. Boom. So, new thing since like my last video about this, I added some geysers. The ride has deteriorated a little more because of the constant moves. We have this like water tower type thing, we have the line entrance, and the sign. That's it. Frontierland is over. Now we can move a little bit further into the future. This is Liberty Square. You enter right here on this wooden bridge. So this building right there, that's the Christmas shop, but it could also be like the Liberty Tree Tavern. It's a generic building I got off Rebrickable, then modified. So that's the first thing that's going away. Also with the tree, taking the wall to shot right now. But right there, right next to the castle, which I'll get to the castle in a bit, but I'm gonna focus on this. This is the Sleepy Hollow restaurant. Like Ichabod and Mr. Toad. This is where you get the best waffles in the Magic Kingdom. The next building is the Hall of Presidents. Now you might remember a couple years ago they did this Muppet show where they would like be dressed up in American Revolution garb and do Muppet stuff. And so that's why I put all the Muppets up here. It turns out that building is not in the Hall of Presidents. It's like right next to, but I don't have space. This is a very cramped part of the park, so I don't really have any place to do that. That's cool. Another hidden detail. You look like that. It's a W, and then a D in tiles, and then a W for Walt Disney World. No one's ever noticed that before. Speaking of something that people didn't notice, is this brown thing right here. It's also present in the Magic Kingdom. Because in the past, before bathrooms existed, people would just throw sewage into the middle of the street. So that's what this is supposed to be. So next time you're in the Magic Kingdom, look down in Liberty Square. And also look to the Columbia Harbor House. That's one of my favorite restaurants as well. Liberty Square just has great food. This man's greatest achievement. I've been saying this for years. This is the Haunted Mansion. This is my favorite attraction, my favorite ride. It's probably my favorite thing as well in the whole world. So this is also going to get upgraded soon, because let me just draw a circle in the air so I can save in editing. This part, that one base plate, that is not designed by me. That's designed by a guy in Rebrickable. Yeah. So eventually, I'm going to change it out. Right next to it is the Haunted Mansion themed gift shop Memento Mori. That is pretty cool. I liked building in sand, green, and blue. It was cool. It's a lot of different colors in the Haunted Mansion, so it makes it pop. And then, I think that's it for Liberty Square. So we get to move on to Fantasyland, including the castle. This is the best part of the entire park. A lot of people asked me at Brick World what my favorite part was, and I said Main Street, because it was the first time I used CAD to build something. But the best looking is the castle. And a lot of that is from the very skilled designers at LEGO, because they designed the front half of the castle, and then I continued the style into the back half. Now you see the normal castle set cuts off right about here. So I designed everything back. And that was very difficult in CAD, mostly because my computer couldn't really handle the angles it was working at. Maybe that's a studio thing, but it was difficult, but it looks great. I also got some princesses hanging out in the back. Then this is the most dense part of the park. There's a lot of things that are very much shrunken down, but I fit every attraction into here, so we just go through it all. So after you walk out, you got Mickey's PhilharMagic. We got the Sorcerer Mickey up here, just to show, just because I didn't print out a sign. Also, I got some brooms waiting in line that want to see themselves in action. Also down here, this is where you pull the sword out of the stone. If you've actually pulled the sword out, please comment and let me know. I'll give you a prize or something. Probably not. And then here, extremely long lines. Extremely good ride though. This is Peter Pan's Flight. It's an opening day attraction. I made sure to add Captain Hook and Peter Pan, and he's jumping right out of Big Ben, just like in the real one. I printed out the sign. We had a bunch of people walking in. Now turning this way, this is the Tangled Toilet area. See, it's so tall. I gotta, zoom out a bit. So I got Flynn Rider and Rapunzel. It's crazy that Tokyo Disney gets an entire ride and part of a land themed to Tangled, and we get toilets. So hopefully we fix that in the future. Another cool detail, little sun thing and the tiles. I had fun with that. Then moving back, all right, here is Small World. This is the Magic Kingdom one, so it's indoors. So I didn't have to build the full thing, which I already did for the Disneyland one. I'll throw up a picture of that. I'm also selling instructions for that one. But it's currently underneath this table in parts. Then moving here, this is the carousel. It doesn't actually spin. It's much smaller than previous iterations, but at least it fits in the scale. It's finally the right colors too. Purple and white, and tan and brown on the bottom with some gold. Some animals. We got a swan from the one of the creator sets in there. And then moving back here, this is a very fun build. I took a lot of parts, especially from the roof, from the original castle. This is Pinocchio's village house, so you can get pizza here and then watch people go into Small World using the window on this side. Right here, this is where you meet the princesses. Things like Princess Fairy Tale Hall or something. That one's awesome. I never did it, but it soaks up a ton of people in line, so it makes lines shorter for other people like me. This is the Winnie the Pooh ride. We got all the Winnie the Pooh figures up front, and this is an adapted set. Moving to the side right here, this is the Cheshire Cafe. This is usually where they block you off right by waiting for rope drop for Seven Dwarfs. That's a bit where the scaling is a little bit weird, because this should be backwards. This should be farther up. And then also all of New Fantasyland should be back where I'm standing right here. That's just not how the table's set up. And also we have Mad Tea Party. I have these custom-made teacups underneath. Can't really see that though because of the awning. We got Alice up top. We got the Queen of Hearts at the bottom. This is the Be Our Guest area, and also Enchanted Tales with Belle, so I do have every attraction. You can meet Belle here. You can also eat food in a very, very cool place, even though the food is not that great. This is Gaston's Tavern right here. You can get a cool thing called the Foos Brew. It tastes good. It's like a juice, but also yummy-er. Moving on, because that's like a boring part of the park. It's a restaurant. You eat there. Here is the aerial ride, which has a crazy name. I don't know why they couldn't just call it the Little Mermaid, or like the Little Mermaid's like adventure, but it's a very long name. We have the boat with Ariel at the front. We got Sebastian and Flounder. We got Ursula and Prince Eric's castle facade up top. That's a Seven Dwarfs cottage right there. And then we have all 7 of them, or there's 6 in this scene. The 7th is in the mines currently. We got the evil witch hiding out. Let me use my finger again, right there. We got Snow White and Prince, I think his name is Florian. He's down there too. There's the Evil Queen, but in normal Evil Queen mode, and Bambi as well. This coaster does not work. I'm hoping to motorize some things in the future. Currently, it just looks good. Speaking of looking good, here's this tent. There's more than just the tent though. This is the Fantasyland subsection called Storybook Circus. So this has a bunch of attractions. And so I made room for the Barnstormer right here, which you haven't seen before on this channel. I did a pretty long hiatus, but added the Stormer while I was gone, shrunk the Speedway, which I'll talk about later. But this is cool. You go right through here. This is all airplane. Cool. This is not designed in CAD. That's freehand. I think it's one of my favorite freehand builds. It just looks smooth. We got Pilot Mickey up top. And here is Dumbo. This is old. It is going to get changed soon because it is so old and blocky. This is basically a holdover from right after the original Brick World I went to. So I'm going to change that. It's going to be a lot more smooth, like Tron over there. And you'll see that in the upcoming months, hopefully. Alright, the final land I'm going to talk about today, and the final land in the entire Magic Kingdom, is Tomorrowland. So we're going to start off with the second newest attraction in the Magic Kingdom. This is Tron Light Cycle Run. So these light cycles, right here, these are part of the set. It came out a while ago, and this is actually the first set that I ever got for Disney. I got it without the intention of making it, but the minifigures looked really cool. So I got that in like 2018. So they're in it. Then moving on, I have the Tomorrowland Speedway. I designed some of these cars. There's like 6 of them. Then I just added some Star Wars speeders in there as well. There's some Star Wars figures in line. Most of the minifigures around here are Star Wars just because I grew up building all that stuff. I got the sign right there. Then here is Space Mountain. This is much larger than the original. It's more in scale. It should be a lot taller if it was perfectly in scale with the rest of the park, but this is as big as I could get it. It's the biggest I could make it, given the table space. Then this is one of my favorite parts of the entire thing. This whole Tomorrowland thing was designed freehand. I used a website for the circle generator, so don't worry about that. But I have Stitch's Great Escape, but that's closed. And then this is the People Mover track. That goes all the way around. That's great. People Mover is one of the best attractions at the resort. They should bring it back at Disneyland. I have the Astro Orbiter in the 60s version, just because it fits with the white style. I think I'll probably switch that into the modern version, just because I'm going for realism now, instead of just like what looks best, in my opinion. And I have a Buzz Lightyear right here. This is the minifigures and the aliens up top. Got some more Star Wars figures going in. Let's see. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I have the Carousel of Progress. This is just a building. There's not really anything inside. Okay, that's the entire park tour, but this video is not over yet because Disney is also great at night. So let me turn on the lights. Whoa, what's this? Is this Happily Ever After at home? It is. You see, the biggest upgrade I've done is learn how to projection map. You see, I sliced up all the pictures, sections of the castle, so you can see there's a little bit of overlap. But I made the full Happily Ever After projection show in my house. So like, let's skip ahead to some of the cool animations that we can do. Well, here's my favorite part. It's so pretty in gold. Let me just get closer to it. And the fireworks on the background. And the shadows from the spotlights too, but... You might be like, I want to do this at my house, but I don't want to learn projection mapping. But you see, this video is going to be on YouTube pretty soon. I just gotta make sure it's like ready. This is cool, right? I get chills every time. So that's it. That's the full tour. Got the light show, every hidden detail, most of the hidden details. You get to look for some more. Comment down below if you find anything cool. Also, I'm talking about the future. So I'm going to college in the fall, so upgrades will slow down then. But this is what I love doing, and I plan on continuing it as long as I can. So whether I bring it to Brickworld next year, or you might see it somewhere else. But this is what I've done for the last 5 years. Hopefully this isn't the most important thing I ever do. This is kind of a stepping point off to something greater. So bye-bye.